In the same way, husbands should love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. Ephesians 5 verse 28.
Hi fam bam, it's me, Juslonda. Have you subscribed? Have you joined the fam? Join the madness, join the fun. It's me, Juslonda. I do have one to talk. Alright, I just want to let y'all know I do have one to talk. But can we talk that talk?
You feel me? She done already had the eggs Benedict. She don't want no more. She good. She ain't hungry.
Would you ever date a celebrity again?
No, I'm never dating anybody again. I'm done. I'll never love. I'll never date.
Man, that's that. Look, I understand. That's your love. That's
no. I'm not trying to say anything right. If anybody around me, I care so much about being honest. I give no fucks at all. I don't give a fuck. I care so much. I give no fucks. I care more than anything in the world.
Okay, so Club Shay Shay and Ray J were having a discussion, having a little chit chat. And there were some things that made me be like, okay. And okay. So I just took like little snippets of it. He had a long conversation too. I tell you, those conversations be long. However, they do be good. Now, one thing that I did not mention in here is about the molestation of him. Now, call it what you want. The woman who messed with him or bathed him or washed him down, given him a bath, whatever you want to say, she was dead wrong for that. Him being of an age of 14, 15, and she was in her 30s, and he was saying that, we knew who the person was, D. I don't know who D could be. Back then, the first thing that came to mind was the older woman was Whitney Houston, but that was later in life, right? And that other age gap wasn't that much, right? Maybe we should put a pin in that one. Nevertheless, so he talked about him growing up, him and Brandy, the relationship that him and his family has. Apparently, it's not all what it chalked up to be. He's the black sheep of the family is what I'm getting. I'm getting he's definitely the black sheep of the family because Brandy is playing by the music sheet where he is off playing freelancing, freeballing it. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's giving off black sheep of the family. I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. I am what you would consider like the black sheep of the family. Which is all right with me. It's all right with me. Nevertheless, I love my family. My family will always be my family. So I kind of get that aspect. Like, he still loves his family will always be his family, things like that. But I got these segments broken up. I believe I got 3 segments, and I wanted to kind of keep myself on track. So this segment is Forever Love.
Before we go to that, you're getting divorced, right? Or you already divorced?
No, I'm getting it.
Good.
This is our 3rd time trying to do it.
Is there any chance of reconciliation?
That's all. It always is. It always is until it's like for sure final.
Right.
Even if it's final with papers, I mean, that doesn't stop us from like, you know, loving each other or,
Right.
you know, understanding and learning each other as we go, because we're still co-parenting. We both love our kids and we both love being around each other.
I love that. He is still trying. He is still trying. They are co-parenting. You didn't see that a lot. You see a lot of trash talking on one another. You see a lot of man bashing. Now, don't get me wrong. These men are not without fault, okay? Because the men be men, okay? But women are set to a different standard than a woman. I mean, than a man, excuse me. Women are set apart from men. We all treated differently. We act differently. So it's a lot of... But I like the fact that him and his soon-to-be ex-wife, they've tried it for 3 times and they're in the middle of a divorce, but they still want to co-parent as much as possible.
With the kids and without the kids, you know, it's just sometimes time apart heals all,
Right.
you know, and I think when you get older, you kind of realize that.
So let me ask you this. Are you...
He said time apart heals all. Does he mean time with someone else and sleeping with someone else? Because that's different. Like my husband being TDY or being deployed, that is time apart. But he's not sleeping with anyone, and neither am I. So what type of time apart are we talking about? You know, because we've seen the videos.
Open. So before you are you willing to date before the divorce is final?
I'm never dating again.
What do you mean you never get dating again?
I've never dated before. I mean, except for the dating show, but
He said he never dated before. So did you not date Kim? That's... Huh. So you never dated before. So that would mean Kim was just a homie with benefits. All right.
I don't even like going to dinner, period. So to go to dinner and go on a date is just something.
So how you gonna meet people?
I don't want to meet anybody. Like when you love someone, like you love one time
Right.
in each life cycle. Like you really love someone.
Right.
There's one person you love, and I love that person, you know, and that's Princess. And so, you know, whatever happens, if she loves again or finds somebody else, you know, I just have to deal with that. But as far as for me,
He's not being selfish. Or is he being selfish? Because he doesn't want to discipline himself to just one person. He's giving Old Testament Bible men, king, back then, when they had more than one wife, when, you know, they just couldn't be with one person. They had to have this person, that person, this person, that person. But they still, that one and one, the two did never become one. Because you can't become, you know, one with this one and one with that one and one with this one and one with that one. He's giving off Old Testament. He's giving off being selfish because he's not willing to not look anywhere else. I mean, we're human. I get it. We're human. We are human. But being fully committed to the person that you took these vows with under God, but yet you have this forever love for her. You're never going to date again. You're never going to love again. Like, you're not interested in anyone else. And if she does happen to find someone else, you just gonna chuck it up, buttercup? You really gonna chuck it up, buttercup? You really think that's what's gonna happen? You really didn't think you want to act a donkey? Okay.
It's just work, 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 work. If I got friends, like I've always been blunt my whole life, and then I met Princess, so then I slowed it all down. But now that I'm here, I'm back being extremely blunt again. And that's all a woman or whoever you like, that's all they ask is that you just be straight up, whether the truth hurts or not.
Can we go?
No, that's true. However, we are women and we feel like we can change him. We can change him. And it's not that we can change him. He wants to change for us. We can't change him. He would want to change for us. That's how it goes. We can't change this man. If a man has whatever he has on his brain, and you happen to be like, you know what, I'm going to change him. He's going to be with me. Serving it up, flipping, and all that stuff is not going to change his mind. He's just going to be like, oh, maybe she does that with everyone. Or, oh, maybe I'll put her in front of this one. It's not going to change his mind. But we do like to try to change men's mind because we feel like we can do that. I'm only talking for myself and from what I've heard with my friends. We thought, but it's not us changing them. We have to be that person that he wants to change for. Did you hear what I said? We have to be that person that he wants to change for. You can't change him. He has to change himself for you because he loves you. But obviously he's not going to love you because he already loves someone else. He already has in his mind and in his heart, he loves someone else.
Right, you said you was blunt, you met Princess, and you slowed it down.
Mm-hmm.
You mean stop? I mean, there's no other women, just you and Princess, y'all.
Just me and Princess.
And you say, so you'll go back to the old Ray J. No dating, just like, this is what it is, this is what you get, this is what I can offer, boom.
That's it.
Take it or leave it.
I kind of feel like he's always been the old Ray J, like he's just been dibbling dabbling, like he was going to be like, okay, I'm going to, okay, my clock is wrong on my monitor there. I'm going to dip and dabble with this one just for a moment, and I'm going to have my wife there. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay home. Check it up with your wife. But he really gives me Old Testament times because he doesn't want to be committed to no one but himself. He loves himself more than he will love anyone else. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I just feel like he should not have wasted Princess' time. She could have found someone else through all this fiasco that would have loved and adored her the way that she really wanted. But it is what it is.
I'm a good friend though, but I'm not. I'll never be like in love with somebody else when I already love someone. You can't say you in love and make a vow that intense, even if it gets cut short. For me, my word is all I got. So that's what I said it was, and that's what it is.
What seems to be the issue with you and Princess?
Just, I think just...
He's giving old world testament. He wants this, he wants that person, he wants this. Soul ties are real. And because because he has so many soul ties, he cannot commit to just that one person that he says he loves so much. He loves her so much, enough that he cannot commit to just her.
I don't really know, but I know that there's a world outside that wants to see you go down. And there's a world outside that if they don't get what they want, they'll try to crumble everything around, right? So it just has to do with a lot of he say, she say, and sometimes you may get tired of somebody for a little while, and then, you know, you want to just go out and see what's out there, and then
You get tired of someone and you want to see what's out there. You already know what's out there, Pumpkin. You've been knowing since you've been 14 or 15. So you already know what's out there. You already know what's out there. So why must you find something else when you love this person so much that you took heavenly vows with? But yet, you want to see what's out there. You want to see the bigger and better things. You think the grass is greener on the other side. And that's what it is. But yet you still come back home to her. And I'm pretty sure if she would allow it, she would let you come back. She would take you back in a heartbeat because you probably are her person. You really probably are her person. Or she just don't understand. You probably are her person. I don't know. I don't watch that stuff anymore. But the fact that y'all have 2 kids together and y'all have been, you know, on together, off together, you married, you're going to divorce, then you're going to not go through divorce. She probably is your person. But you just got so many soul ties in you, you just cannot commit. And the devil does not want you to be faithful.
sometimes figure there's nothing else out there, then you fall back in love with the person. So maybe that's what that is. I don't know, but I know I love Princess.
He said fall back in love. So did you fall out of love? I don't think you fall out of love. I think you think it's just bigger and better things on the other side.
And, you know, right now I'm working hard. I'm making sure she's involved with everything I'm doing on every major TV show, from producer to EP to her shows, and to us just spending a lot of time with the kids. We got horses together.
He loves her so much that he makes sure that she's on every revenue venture, making sure that her stuff is going well. But you don't love her enough to stay committed to her. You don't love yourself enough to be like, you know what, I need to do this right because she is my person. She's been holding me down for so long. We got this together. We got that together. We got this together. She's my person. But yet that monkey on your back got you like, oh, you need to see what else is out there. You already know what's out there. You want to mess around and miss your blessing.
She has a horse. I have a horse. The horse had a baby. A horse is a horse, of course. You know what I'm saying? And so my kids got horses too. So I'm tired of horsing around, which was very like weird.
Yeah.
What I said, but shout out to.
He's tired of horsing around. I don't think he's tired just yet. He might be. He might be. He sounds very level-headed. I love the way him and Shay Shay has react with one another. He's really mellow today, and he's giving off honesty.
Mr. Ed.
Would you? I mean, I don't want to be presumptuous, but am I hearing you correctly? Are you saying that you would be okay if she found someone else, spent a little time with that person, it didn't work out, and then you guys come back together?
Well, I would be devastated, of course, but you know, again, just because the person I love goes out to experience life, I mean, everybody deserves that. You only get one life. When we're both 75, you know, God willing, or 80 or 85, and we sitting at the table, and she asked me, "Did you live it up?" And I'm like, "Shit, yeah, I did." And when I ask her the same, I want her to say the same.
No, I want to say no.
Did you live it up? Did you live it up when you're 70 years old? You can ask her that question, but if God sends her someone else, you'll be asking that through a telephone. You're going to miss her on the miss your blessing. This woman loves you so much, and you love her, but you cannot stay faithful to her. Sorry, my little thing is dying here. But you just can't stay faithful to her. I don't understand it. So I don't know what my next segment is. Women are the new men. I like this.
Listen, women are the new men. Women are in control. Oh. They've always been in control in real life, but now it's come to a place where women always been smarter, more compassionate. They spend more time on.
Time out. We're smarter. We're compassionate. Women are the new men. Stop giving us this masculinity that we're not asking for. I'm not asking for it. Because I'd be darned if I changed my tire. I'll be darned if I change my tire. Stop giving this masculine energy for these women. We are not the new men. We are just women. We came from your rib. We birthed you now. But we originally came from your rib. Stop calling us the new men just because we are smart. Yes, we are smart. I don't know if we're smarter than men, but yes, we are smart. Women have always been smart. We've always been smart. We've always been compassionate because that is our role as women, as your helpmate. Sorry, I don't know why I'm looking that way. Boop. So, just because we're smart and we're compassionate, we've always been that, babes. We've always been that. That doesn't make us new men.
And making sure things are right. And so they should have the same equality and doing that as a man if he's out there doing that. Of course, if you don't want her doing that, then
don't you do it.
Period.
Yeah.
But if you are, you have to accept the equality of what that should be. And you have to think about it in the worst way too. Yeah. Like you did a 6-some, go 13-some. Ooh! And then go to 12 and then just accept it, right? Even if she like, I would that ain't even right, that ain't even her style though. But accept that if you doing it, because if she finds out, it hurts just the same. Or it hurts worse, and men don't think it, but it hurts.
Because
so he's talking about threesome, 13-somes, and things like that. But they're bringing it back to the difference between men and women. How many times have a man cheated on a woman and the woman repeatedly takes him back over and over and over again? How many times has you as the wife, as the girlfriend, get a phone call from the mistress and say blase, blase, blah, because I'm with your husband, I'm with your man? How many times? But you keep taking him back because you feel that he's the person you're supposed to be with. Who did you check that with? mess around and have a baby on you. Now you got your kids and your other kids. You see where I'm going with this? But then when the woman does it, the one time after all the cheating and things that you do to her, have her hair falling out, she losing weight, she's stressing, she losing a baby because you this and that. The one time she does it, you have a whole cow. She's a whore. She's this. She's that. You can't even look at her. But yeah, you was just laying up with someone the other night. You was just laying up with her. The other woman. So much that she done called you. Took pictures. Women are not the new men. It'll always be like that. It'll always be like that. It'll always be a double standard. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ladies. We are set of a higher expectation when it comes to things like that. And I get you got these sexy res and these suki. Let me know if they get married in 10 years. Let me know. And if they do get married, you know, God help them if they do. If they do get married, pardon me, it'd be like a Cardi B the case. Always on the internet ranting and raving, talking about you're leaving your husband, you're divorcing your husband, now you're back with your husband and stuff like that. You're losing your hair, you're losing weight, or you're gaining weight. You know what I'm saying? You're fussing with the internet. You just... So let me know if those two girls, the same girls that's showing y'all, telling y'all, you know, I'm about to eat a or my brown, all that other stuff. See if they get married. And maybe they don't want to get married. Everyone wants to get married. Every woman wants to get married.
It hurts the same way or worse.
But see, we've been taught, and women have told us, like, it's more, sex is more tied to emotion and feelings. And so for them to be able to distinguish sex from feeling, unless that's your profession, it's kind of hard.
I don't think so. Not in 20.
Even if that's someone's profession, a female's profession, I'm sorry. She still has some type of connection with that person.
24. Back in the day, yes.
Okay.
In 2024.
It's like that, isn't it, Richie?
I think so.
I'm gonna get married.
It's scary, man. But,
It is.
But don't ever think that, you know, guys think, well, yeah, I had a crazy night, baby. You know, just like, baby, I had a crazier night. Wait, what happened? What's wrong? It's like, that's not right. Right? You got to be able to accept it. If your night was crazy, expect that she had a crazier night.
Expect that she had a crazier night.
Didn't stop y'all from coming back together the next day eating breakfast.
Expect that she had a crazier night. You know what? It's been plenty of times I've told my husband that, you know, oh my God, these girls that I had hung out with, or I went to a stripper event. And yes, I have done that, and nothing happens. Like for one, I am scared. Like I just like to be in the corner and be like, that's about it. That's about it. And typically I'm going with my friends, so we're just having a ball. That's it. I like to watch them and be like, ooh, babes, let's try this. But your husband, your husband is supposed to be like the person you can say, hey, I had a wild night. Let me tell you what happened. But not like that. Not that they're stepping out from one another. You know what I'm saying? Like it never should come to that.
If she was a good cook, she cooked you breakfast, or you cooked her the eggs Benedict.
I ain't even hungry no more, Ray.
You feel me? She done already had the eggs Benedict. She don't want no more. She good. She ain't hungry.
Would you ever date a celebrity again?
No, I'm never dating anybody again. I'm done. I'll never love. I'll never date.
Man, that's that. Look,
He'll never love. See, he loves her so much, but he loves himself more. And I get that. I wish he would just love himself enough to be like, you know what? I'm only going to stay focused on her. I'm only going to stay focused on her.
Understand. That's your love. That's
No. I'm not trying to say anything right. If anybody around me, I care so much about being honest, I give no fucks at all. I don't give a fuck. I care so much. I give no fucks. I care more than anything in the world.
You think that's caring? You think that's what it is? Comment down below if you think that's what it is. You think he cares that much? You think he cares about that much that he gives no F's?
But you want Princess love back, huh?
I want her to know that I'm never going anywhere, and she knows that. And so, together through these phases, I just want to make sure that we're good, and the kids know that we're still a solid unit together.
Right.
That's very important.
I love that. I love that he wants him, her, and the kids be like a solid unit. Well, you can be a solid unit if you just keep it together, my love. Stop trying to step out of bounds. You are with the person you're with. Stay with her. Stop thinking that, oh, let me go see what the... Maybe because she has boundaries. And boundaries are good. You know what I'm saying? But again, you have this monkey on your back because soul ties are so real. You just cannot stay committed to just this one girl. You're going to mess around and miss your blessing. I believe this is the last one. Humbleness. I love this. I love this.
I mean,
I haven't really...
The highest selling sex tape of all time. Estimated is made over 100 million. You negotiated, through what my sources have told me, $1 million advance, and you get 49% of the profit.
And so, you look at that, you look at Raycon, you look at Scooty Bike, you look at now, right? And then you look at somebody saying, you know, I got a loan for $3 million. It's like that. The only thing bogus about all that is the loan,
right?
Because I make money. I'm not gonna say a lot of money because that's corny. I make money and I invest it, and it comes in ways where I've practiced and disciplined myself to not have money. Meaning, like, whatever I have, I don't have. So when you watch all of these people stunting and they hopping off the jets and they got all this jewelry on, and they think they are inferior to the person with no money.
Mm-hmm.
You get a lot of that. You know what? I've never heard Ray J or heard of Ray J doing those things. I never heard of him being that, and he's well-grounded. To me, he's been well-grounded. I never heard of him stunting like that at all. On the gram, doing belittling people. How are you a celebrity and you're belittling your fans, the one who put money in your pocket, the one who made you who you are? How can you do that? But when they don't want to listen to your music or don't want to support you anymore, then what? These celebrities they're gonna get a dose of what they've been putting out. They're gonna learn quick. And I feel that they should learn quick. The ones that are, you know, ranting and raving on the fans, calling the fans stupid or don't do this and you're that and belittling us. Stop supporting them. Stop supporting them and see what happens. See what happens. See how far they've fallen when you stop supporting them. When you stop streaming their music, when you stop listening to them, when you stop watching their movies, when you stop doing this, you stop doing that. See how fast they've fallen. And see how much they'll beg y'all.
The person with no money is more relatable than the person who has money.
Right.
So it's not cool to have money to me. I think it's cool to use the money to continue to grow the businesses.
Ray, I'm going to disagree. I think it's cool to have money. It might not be cool to flaunt it.
It's never cool to flaunt it, but it's not even cool to have it. Money is not okay.
It says that in the Bible, where you will love one and not the other. You have to love God and not money. Money is the root of all evil. So I can hear what he's saying.
You know it. I know it. We want to get something today. You want to get something tomorrow. You got it. What then what? You in your new house, looking at other shit to buy.
Don't you like the...
That's absolutely true. That's probably why I don't do that much makeup reviews. I have all this makeup. In one face. I no longer freelance. So
access and the freedom that money allows you to have?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But it doesn't make me more.
Freedom. Money allows free. Is it money that allows freedom? I beg to differ. Comment down below if you think so too.
Than anybody else.
No.
I think that's the problem with some of the people who have tried to be my friend or people that are rich around me. Like, I'm going to check the shit out of anybody that disrespects my housekeeper, the valet, the janitor, anybody that I need that's more important than me, which is everybody around me. Mm-hmm. I can't move without, you know what I'm saying, the trash man coming to get the trash. It's over for us.
Right.
It's rats everywhere, right? So they're needed more than me. Same with my housekeeper, same with my security, same with my assistant, same with everybody around me. The equality of everybody matters, and I think the money makes people think that they shit different. Like, does my shit stink? No, because I be smoking a blunt when I'm taking a shit, so you can't really smell it. But it still stinks if I didn't like the blunt. So I keep a blunt lit. But my ass, and I don't mean to talk about my ass, but it's no more better than anybody else's ass just because I got a little money. And that's why if I make money, and I say, shit, we made 80 million in the last 3 years. You know why that goes over everybody's head? Because it doesn't sound believable. It's absolutely absurd. Right. So why would we even listen to you say that, right?
Right.
And so that's the underestimation of money and what it does when you don't act like you have it. Right. Or you don't act like that is what makes you who you are.
I loved that. He is
Before
so
we go to
humble.
You're getting divorced.
He is so humble. He is so humble from the fact that how he makes his money, and like I never seen him floss. I never heard of him flossing. You know what I'm saying? But all these other celebrities, you do see them do a lot of flossing. He's very sincere. I hope he gets that monkey off his back, and him and Princess are able to, the two can finally really become one, because he loves her so much that he doesn't want to date anymore. He doesn't want to love anyone. He's saying she is his person. But if she is his person, you would think he would just stop everything. But because of how he lived before he got with Princess, because those soul ties are so on his back, that monkey is on his back. The devil does not want him to stay committed, because that's a God united thing, to unite and be married and stay with that one person and only be committed to that one person. Anything outside of that one person is a sin, right? It's a sin. And so I hope somehow, some way, he can get that off of his back. Him and Princess Kim, the two can become one and live happily ever after. I hope God doesn't send Princess a person that will push him out the way. Because if God sends Princess a person, he's definitely going to be pushed out the way. And he's going to be sad about it. He's definitely going to be sad about it. So that's it. That's all I have. I just wanted to make like those 3 points. I didn't care about the Kim Kardashian stuff. Didn't care about the Kanye stuff. Sending him a straitjacket? But yeah, those are the things that I honed in on. So comment down below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, rate and subscribe. All that good jazz that made me feel so warm and fuzzy. Peace and peace.